Have you ever wondered what Mopar's most problematic engine is? Prepare for a trip exciting through the dark side of automotive engineering. Today, we are going to reveal the engines that, although they promised power and performance, turned into real nightmares for drivers. From innovation to disappointment, each of these engines carries a story that will surprise you. Can you imagine what happens when a promise becomes a bitter reality? Stay with us and discover which engines have left car lovers disappointed over the decades. We start our list at number 20, Mopar 2.2 L Turbo. Produced between 1983 and 1996, Mopar's 2.2 L Turbo engine was a bold attempt to conquer the compact engine market. In theory, it seemed like a great idea, but the reality was very different. This four-cylinder inline engine used turbocharging to deliver power, but did it really perform as we expected? Not always. Unfortunately, many owners have reported premature transmission failures. Imagine the disappointment when seeing an engine that promised so much not last as expected. Drama addiction. Did you know that the 2.2 liters turbo was one of the pioneers to have electronic injection in Mopar's line of compact engines? An innovation that, ironically, failed to save its problematic legacy. At number 19, Mopar 2.6 litros y cuatro. In the 1980s, the Mopar 2.6 Li4 was designed to meet the demand for performance in small pickup trucks. However, this engine has become more of a nightmare for mechanics than a powerful solution. With its inline four-cylinder configuration and beefy Castillon block, the 2.6L looked promising. But was it able to deliver the expected power? Spoiler, no. Overheating was the villain of this engine. Many owners have faced cylinder head failures before the smoke even starts to come out. And who likes riding in a truck burning oil? Nobody, right? Although it was one of the first engines to use low-friction pistons, it failed to impress drivers. The bad reputation for his poor performance caused many to call him a walking bomb. At number 80, Mopar 3.3 litros 5.6. Launched in 1989, this engine was Mopar's attempt to modernize its V6 line and conquer the efficiency market. But did the 3.3L really fulfill that promise, or did it become a legend of problems? With an innovative aluminum block and heads designed to optimize airflow, this engine looked promising. On paper, he had everything to rock, but as you'll see, what shines isn't always gold. While some drivers took pride in years of service, others faced the cruel reality of oil pump failures after 100,000 miles. It makes you wonder, was this engine worth trusting? Developed to meet the demand for more economical engines in the 90s, the 3.3L emerged at a critical time. But did it deliver savings, or did it become a nightmare on the roads? Discover the full story. At number 17, Mopar 3.0 litros 5.6. The Mopar 3.0 LV6 was part of the golden era of the 80s and 90s, installed in cars like the Chrysler LeBaron. But was her charm just appearance? Let's find out what really happened under the hood of these classics. With an aluminum block design, this engine was lighter than cast-iron engines. The idea was good, but lightness does not mean strength. Can you imagine the disappointment when you turn the key and don't hear the expected roar? Unfortunately, the Mopar 3.0L became known for its sealing and overheating problems. Yes, you heard that correct. These problems were so frequent that many drivers affectionately called it the walking bomb. This engine served as a bridge between four-cylinder engines and the powerful V8. But did this transition really live up to Mopar's legacy? Prepare to be intrigued by what comes next. At number 16, Mopar 5.2 litros 5.8. The Mopar 5.2 LV8 was a dream for performance enthusiasts in the 1970s, offering power and excitement for those seeking adrenaline on the road. It symbolized the era of classics, a true history-making machine. With a robust design, the V8 engine impressed with its torque, making any car come to life. It was this raw power that powered Mopar's iconic muscle cars, leaving fans ecstatic to hear their roar. But not everything was rosy. Many users have reported problems with the carburetor, especially in cold weather. Imagine the frustration of a car that became a walking bomb when the temperature dropped. Isn't this a nightmare? One of the 5.2 LV8's most lasting legacies is its unique sound. Its unmistakable roar still echoes among Mopar classics, making any engine lover's heart race when they hear one passing by. At number 15, Mopar 6.1L Hemi. Introduced in 2005, the 6.1L Hemi took Mopar to new heights of performance, promising power and adrenaline. But did he really deliver everything he promised? Get ready to discover the ups and downs of this legendary engine. This V8 engine featured cylinder deactivation technology, trying to balance power and fuel efficiency. But did this innovation really help? Or did it create more problems than solutions? Unfortunately, many drivers have reported that their 6.1L Hemis wear out quickly on track days. What appeared to be a powerful machine has become a walking bomb for some owners. What went wrong? The name Hemi comes from the hemispherical shape of the combustion chamber, promising improved efficiency and performance. But has this iconic shape really lived up to its promise? Let's dive into the history of this engine and see how it fared. At number 14, Mopar 5.9L Magnum V8. The Mopar 5.9L Magnum V8 arrived on the scene as an engine that promised fun and performance, replacing previous models. But did he really deliver what he promised? The answer may surprise even the most passionate about cars. Equipped with a modern electronic injection system, the Magnum V8 sought to improve torque delivery and efficiency. But were these advances enough to save its image amid controversy and criticism? Unfortunately, many owners have faced head gasket failure, a deficiency that has cast doubt on this engine's durability. A real nightmare for those who expected power and reliability on the roads. Despite its flaws, the 5.9L Magnum V8 has won the hearts of enthusiasts who love to customize their vehicles. The love for this engine reigned, even amid the challenges. Would you also be a Magnum affections, even without classics? At number 13, Mopar 3.9 litros 5.6. The Mopar 3.9L V6 was a real wildcard in the 90s and 2000s, powering pickup trucks and SUVs. Did you know that it was such a versatile engine that almost everything that ran on Mopar ran through it? An engine for work and play. With respectable torque potential, the 3.9L V6 was seen as a reliable engine. It was that hard work that any man could trust when it came to let's see. Would you like an engine like this in your own vehicle? Despite its reputation, it wasn't all rosy. Many drivers complained about excessive oil consumption. It was as if the engine was asking for more and more, almost an insatiable craving. Does this remind you of a car you've owned? A pioneer in its time, the 3.9L V6 incorporated OBDII technology, which revolutionized emissions monitoring. Did you know that this engine helped calibrate the modern era of cars? All this, and it carries the reputation of being one of the worst. At number 12, Mopar 4.7 litros 5.8. Established in the 2000s, the Mopar 4.7L V8 has become a fixture in many SUVs and trucks. But did he have what it took to win the hearts of motor fans? Let's find out. With a cast iron design and aluminum heads, this engine promised a beautiful balance between power and efficiency. But did it really deliver on these promises on American roads? While many expected this engine to last over 200,000 miles, the reality was quite different. For many, it became a real headache, failing in inexplicable and frightening ways. With an innovative cooling system designed to prevent overheating in hot weather, the 4.7L seemed to have a solution. But was that enough to save him from criticism from disappointed drivers? At number 11, Mopar 4.3 litros 5.6. The Mopar 4.3L V6 was a small and robust engine, used in several compact vehicles in the 90s. But did the loneliness of its small displacement make it a true warrior or a loser on the roads? With a directional injection system, this engine promised performance and fuel economy. It was almost like a first girlfriend, full of promises, but the reality often left something to be desired. Would you believe its durability? Unfortunately, rumors of excessive component wear after 100,000 miles have left many drivers wary. Was it a time bomb? Imagine an engine that barely sees retirement without first having serious problems. It even had a fuel economy mode that divided opinions. For some, it was a blessing, for others, a curse. Would you risk using it, knowing it could be the reason for a forest-worthy engine? At number 10, Mopar 2.5 litros y 4. In the 80s, the Mopar 2.5 Li4 stood out for its versatility and efficiency, winning over drivers looking for economy and practicality amid the chaos of state roads. This four-cylinder engine is designed with a lightweight design, focusing on maximum fuel economy. Many drivers felt as if they were floating, but did lightness guarantee durability? Although many reach impressive distances, the durability of this engine often raised eyebrows. Some drivers wondered, would this be the engine that would last a lifetime? The design was considered understocked for the cars that used it, resulting in performance that left something to be desired. Complaints about power and acceleration were almost a mantra among owners. At number 9, the Mopar 3.6L Pentastar V6. Introduced in 2010, the Mopar 3.6L Pentastar V6 quickly became an essential engine for the Mopar product lineup. But did its initial success hide flaws that made it the brand's worst engine? This V6 engine has an aluminum block design that promises maximum efficiency and lightweight. Imagine the power and savings you can achieve, but does reality live up to that promise? Despite rigorous testing, user reports claim that once it reaches 100,000 miles, serious problems with oil leaks arise. An engine that should shine, but ends up leaving drivers in trouble. The Pentastar is known for its versatility, found in several Chrysler and Dodge models. However, the question remains, is it worth trusting an engine that has already had its share of problems? At number 8, Mopar 2.0 litros y 4. The Mopar 2.0 Li4, one of the most compact engines, seemed like the ideal solution for smaller cars. But did compression come with a price? Find out how this engine has managed to disappoint many drivers over the years. Made entirely of cast iron, this engine was robust and heavy. The idea was for a durable engine, but the truth is that its power was so limited that it became a real nightmare for anyone expecting consistent performance. Drivers were frustrated. The lack of power and poor responsiveness on climbs made every trip a real struggle. Have you ever had the feeling of driving a turtle uphill? Horrible, isn't it? Fortunately, we have advanced in technology. The 2.0 Li4 was often compared to more powerful engines from other brands, and the disappointment only increased. One of the biggest crimes in motor. What happened to owners' performance expectations? At number 7, Mopar 3.5 litros 5.6. The Mopar 3.5L V6 was the standard choice in many minivans and SUVs in the 2000s. Imagine an engine that became synonymous with family road trips, but also left many drivers on the road, waiting for help. Feel the nostalgia, but beware of reality. With a dual-valve train design and electronic injection, the 3.5L had everything to stand out. But excitement soon turned into frustration when problems began to arise. It looked promising, but dreams quickly turned into nightmares. It was not uncommon to see these engines with cam chain failures. The result, repairs that left the owners broke and in trouble. This engine is so problematic that some have called it a walking bomb. Would you still trust him? In the eyes of many, the 3.5L was a worthy attempt to make V6 engines more fuel efficient. However, this innovation often backfired. Did you know that your failures have become legend among mechanics? A story of unfulfilled promises. At number 6, Mopar 5.7L Hemi. The Mopar 5.7L Hemi, one of the most iconic engines, made its debut in 2003 and quickly won the hearts of drivers, promising power and performance. With a 90-degree design, the Hemi stands out for its VVT technology, allowing efficient adjustments, as well as cylinder deactivation for better fuel economy. However, not everything is rosy. Drivers frequently reported overheating, especially in heavier trucks and SUVs, raising concerns about their durability. Despite the problems, soon after its launch, the Hemi gained a legion of fans, leveraging its status on the racetracks and seducing enthusiasts with its incredible performance. At number 5, Mopar 7.2 litros V8. The Mopar 7.2 V8 was the beating heart of 70s muscle cars, famous for its massive asphalt-shaking power. But what really made it so special? Let's find out. With a torque-oriented design, this engine had impressive power delivery at low speeds. It took off like a rocket, leaving many drivers with a smile on their faces. Who doesn't love that? However, not everything was perfection. Many of these engines faced significant problems such as oil leaks and overheating. Would you believe that some were called the walking bomb? Today, the Mopar 7.2 V8 has become a rarity, a true treasure for muscle car collectors looking for this historic piece. Would you have the courage to have one of these in your garage? At number 4. Mopar 4.5 litros 5.8. In the 70s, Mopar launched the 4.5 liters V8, an engine that promised efficiency, but didn't remotely meet expectations, an attempt to modernize, but failed to impress speed lovers. Although the cast iron block gave a false sense of durability, the extra weight made the cars slower. Imagine driving a battle tank in a race. That was the vibe. Unfortunately, many drivers have faced premature wear and tear. Cars with this engine ended up at the mechanic well before 100,000 miles, leaving owners desperate for quick solutions. This engine represented a change in philosophy at Mopar, prioritizing efficiency over pure power. But, in the world of motorsport, few pardons are given when it comes to performance. Now we come to our top 3 on our list. Mopar 8.0 litros 5.10. The Mopar 8.0 LV10 is known for its impressive torque, perfect for trucks and large SUV. If you wanted brute power, this engine delivered, almost like a locomotive ready to pull any heavy load with ease. Its V10 design delivers robust performance, ensuring these road titans can handle any challenge. It's like having a mountain bull under the hood, always ready to take off with strength and agility. But not everything was a party. Many owners have reported problems with valve gaskets, common enough to make many's hair stand on end. Can you imagine having an engine so powerful that it would let you down at the right time? Considered the largest mass-produced engine in the Mopar lineup, the 8.0 LV10 is a true engineering masterpiece. Although it had its flaws, its magnitude and strength made it a legend, even with the challenges it brought to drivers. At number 2. Mopar 3.2 litros 5.6. The Mopar 3.2 LV6 was launched as an upgrade over the storied 3.0L, but its reception was like an engine idling, lukewarm. Enthusiasts had high expectations, but it soon became clear that not everything was rosy with this new engine. With a super light aluminum block, the 3.2L stood out for its innovative design. But looks don't always reveal what's under the hood. This engine promised performance, but many wondered if it was more beauty than power. Unfortunately, the dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Many engines had serious overheating problems, leaving owners to wonder if they had purchased a ticking time bomb instead of a reliable car. At its core, this engine represented one of Mopar's first bold attempts to improve V6 fuel economy. But were the savings worth the risk? These engines showed that you can't always have everything. And now, first on our list, Mopar 2.7 LV6. The Mopar 2.7 LV6 is widely recognized as one of Daimler Chrysler's most problematic engines. It has become a real nightmare for many drivers, leaving a negative mark on their reputation. This V6 engine had the ambition to offer efficiency, but its engineering was full of compromises. By trying to be economical, he ended up becoming more flawed than efficient. Studies revealed that many 2.7L engines had problems before they even reached 100,000 miles. This made drivers desperate, and many of them faced unexpected breakdowns. Among mechanics, this engine is famous as a trouble child. Changes before reaching 100,000 miles were so common that they became an unfortunate joke in the automotive world. What's up, guys? After we've explored the ups and downs of the Mopar engine lineup, which of these engines is your favorite? Or do you know of any other engines that should be on this list? Don't hesitate to leave your opinion in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more incredible content like this, and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any news. Until next time.